You know, one evening my son and I were in Brooklyn, and I had taken him to an important doctor's appointment, and we were now on our way home. But on the way, we stopped to eat at a Subway sandwich shop. And that's when a young girl came up to me and asked me for money to buy a sandwich. And I looked at her fancy clothes and Gucci bag, and I thought, does she really need money from me? But then the unmistakable voice of God told me, give her the money. So I bought her a sandwich, I bought my son a sandwich, and I bought myself a sandwich, and I looked around and realized that everybody online was staring at me with anticipation. I thought, wait a minute, do they think I'm going to buy everybody a sandwich? So, no. And then she thanked me and left the store. My son and I sat down to eat, and when we got back to the car, I drove a couple of blocks, and then the engine quit. I thought, oh man, it's almost 5 o'clock. I better call AAA. And I called, but they told me that it was rush hour and we would have to wait about 3 hours before someone could come to us. The dispatcher said, we'll call to confirm. And that's when I realized that my phone's battery was dying and I didn't have enough power to receive a confirmation call. Then the miracle started to happen. A store owner right outside my car door heard the conversation and offered to power up my phone. And then a tow truck arrived. A young black guy jumped out and began trying to revive the engine. But then he said, you know, your starter is gone. It'll need to be replaced. And that's when my heart sank. You know, here we were in a strange Brooklyn neighborhood miles from home. The sun was setting, the day was over, and then I saw it. Over the crest of the hill ahead of us was a Shell station, and I thought, if I can just get my car to roll into that station, I'll at least have a place for it to be safe overnight. And the young man offered to push the car over the hill and down to the station, and my son was so sick he could barely stand, much less help push the car. But the young man said, no problem, get in. With me and my 32-year-old son in the car, the guy pushed all by himself, this little skinny kid. You'd have thought he was Dwayne Johnson or Arnold Schwarzenegger. After the car reached the crest, it rolled freely downhill and had just enough momentum to roll into the station. You know, I got out of the car to thank the young man, but he was gone. I told the station owner what the AAA guy said, and the station owner said, well, we're about to close, but you know what? We're gonna fix your car right now. He called his guys over, and all 8 of them pushed the car quickly into a bay. I was amazed at how they worked on that car like they were a pit crew at the Indy 500. Not only that, the owner invited my son and me into the station where his assistant offered us tea and coffee and cookies. And this guy, he actually looked like Arnold or Dwayne The Rock. As I looked around the station, I could see precious photographs showing that this Italian family's ownership of the station had spanned 3 generations. Also on the wall were pictures of Pope John Paul and famous Catholic icons. And on the station owner's desk, next to a receipt book, there was another book written by the Christian theologian Max Lucado. You know, I've never seen men work so fast and so hard and with so much joy. I've never seen the work ethic so wonderfully collaborated by a combination of young Italian, African American, and Hispanic men. I thought, something really special must be going on here. And in just 20 minutes, my car was ready. He charged me $200 for the whole job, and I was back on the road. Okay, fast forward 3 hours later, sitting in the car in front of the Museum of Modern Art in Manhattan, I get this call from AAA. Our man is there. Where are you? I said, your man is already come and gone, and we're gone. Everything's fine now. We're good. That's when the dispatcher said, our man is just getting there. And I described the man who had pushed my car over the hill But the dispatcher had no idea who I was talking about. I was just amazed by this experience. And my only regret is that I never got a chance to say thanks to the mystery man, or should I say, the miracle man.